This is KVUE News Midday.
A possible new suspect in the Greg Kelly case after nearly 3 years in prison. A former football star's sexual assault conviction could be overturned. Why officials are reopening the case and why the new person of interest is already behind bars. And today, one of the busiest travel days of the year. I don't need to tell you that. Memorial Day weekend is here. What you need to know before you head out the door.
And we're talking heat advisories in effect just south of us, not necessarily for Austin, but we still have warm temperatures to chat about. I'll give you all the details.
All right, good morning. I'm Yvonne Nava. And we begin at 11 with more information on the man in police custody who officials believe could be connected to the Greg Kelly case. Jonathan McCarty was arrested yesterday when he showed up for a meeting with his probation officer. We do not know why exactly he was detained, but officials tell us it is related, rather unrelated, to Kelly's case. He does remain, though, in jail this morning. McCarty was Greg Kelly's former friend. 22-year-old Greg Kelly has served nearly 3 years of a 25-year prison sentence near Huntsville. A Williamson County jury convicted him back in 2014 after a 4-year-old boy accused Kelly of molesting him. And court documents unsealed yesterday afternoon say McCarty told someone at a party after Kelly's conviction that he in fact was the one who molested the child, not Kelly. Those unsealed court documents also say cell phone technology shows Greg Kelly was not living in the house with Jonathan McCarty, whose mother operated an in-home daycare center at the time of the crime. It also says that McCarty had images of naked young children on his computer and phone. He has not been arrested or charged in the sexual assault case. Well, on the day, Williamson County authorities announced that they were reopening the Greg Kelly child sex assault case. Kelly's loved ones let out a huge sigh of relief, as you can imagine. Greg Kelly's girlfriend has stayed by his side and says she has new hope. She tells KVUE the past few years have been a long journey, but says the two have been together since the 8th grade and she plans to stay by his side. They see each other every other month and write letters to keep in contact. She says Kelly has stayed positive the entire time.
The process has been really long, and I don't know, Greg's been really strong through it and encouraging, and he's really keeping his time busy with learning and training, fitness.
And Kelly's girlfriend goes on to say that she'll return to Texas next week to visit Kelly in Huntsville. A Williamson County judge set a hearing for Kelly the first week of August. At that time, she will decide whether Kelly could be released from prison on bond. Well, this morning, hundreds of fellow firefighters from all over gathered to pay their respects to fallen firefighter Scott Dean. He was killed while responding to a strip mall fire 8 days ago when the building collapsed. The 31-year-old was a husband and father with another child on the way. Members of Austin Fire Department were among that procession this morning. More than 100 fire trucks and other emergency vehicles participated. A funeral will be held at 1 this afternoon, so just a couple of hours. And Governor Greg Abbott will be speaking at the service. Good news for gun owners. You will now pay much less for your concealed handgun license. This morning, Governor Greg Abbott signed a bill that greatly reduces those fees.
No Texan should be priced out of their ability to defend themselves simply because of the cost of obtaining a license to carry.
And that means first-time license holders will pay $40 instead of $140, and the annual renewal fee will also be $40, down from $70. All right, looking out this morning. It's a cloudy start to Memorial Day weekend, but let's take a look at what we're seeing outside right now with Storm Team meteorologist Erica Lopez. You were out. What does it feel like?
Well, it's pretty humid, so you factor in the humidity and the fact that we will have a little bit of sunshine later on this afternoon. That's going to make feel like temperatures on the dangerous side. But yeah, live look out there right now, lots of clouds and a slight breeze coming in from the south. That's steadily increasing our dew points. We're going to remain in the 70s for several days now, so get get used to the humidity and this long stretch of sticky conditions across the entire viewing area. It's actually so humid for our eastern counties, the LaGrange, 76-degree dew points. We've actually had a little bit of drizzle for isolated spots, and that's just because the atmosphere is so saturated. Not talking rain chances quite yet. Temps already in the 80s, but check out your forecasted high this afternoon, 94 degrees. And again, heat index values at 105 on the dangerous side, not only for today, but tomorrow. We'll get relief soon this weekend, but it's going to come in the form of rain. I'll give you all the details on that in the full forecast. Yvonne, back to you.
All right, Erica, thank you. As you gear up for your Memorial Day weekend, with the hot temperatures, as Erica just mentioned, we're expecting to see that. You may be looking for a nice place to cool off, right? KVUE's Christy Millward is live in Pflugerville for the opening of the new Typhoon Texas Waterpark. And Christy, you're getting a sneak peek today. Did you dip your toe in at least?
I did not dip my toe in yet, Yvonne, but the park actually opens to the public tomorrow. Today, some school kids are getting to check it out, and I want to show you over here. This is the Gully Washer. This is one of the big new attractions here. It's 4 stories, has an 800-gallon water bucket that tips over, more than 100 spray areas and 7 slides. It's designed for children 3 to 10 years old. Now, they also have these new cabanas, a lazy river, and a new splash pad for kids 2 to 4 years old. Ty Weitzel, general manager of Typhoon Texas, tells me that's one of the things they really wanted to do here, to make sure there was something for everyone.
We have revamped, remodeled, and rebuilt this thing from the ground up for moms, kids, children of all ages. You're going to love it.
You'll remember this used to be the Hawaiian Falls Water Park, but they missed several months of rent payments, and Typhoon Texas took over. Now, they say they made a lot of big updates to the park that they feel were needed, like grass instead of gravel and more shaded areas. Now, another big thing, they've extended the park hours. Sunday through Wednesday, they'll be open till 7 o'clock, and Thursday through Saturday, they will be open till 10. Now, season pass holders can get a sneak peek of the park tonight at a party. It will open up again to the public, to everyone else, tomorrow at 10:30. Live in Pflugerville, Christy Millward, KVUE News.
All right, Christy, thanks so much. Travis County is expanding their fireworks sales to include Memorial Day. The Travis County Fire Marshal just wants to remind everyone that fireworks are dangerous, so make sure that you find a flat surface away from buildings and dry grass if you plan on shooting off fireworks. Also, make sure you have water on hand in case of any fires. And a reminder, if you're headed out to the local lakes this Memorial Day weekend, a personal watercraft ban is now in effect for Lake Austin. So wet bikes, motorized surfboards, and similar crafts are all banned starting tonight and ending on Tuesday, May 30th. Non-motorized devices such as kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards can still be used. Police will be patrolling the lake to enforce the ban. The president's son-in-law is now the focus of a new FBI investigation this morning, why officials are preparing to interview him. And the search continues for a group of masked gunmen who opened fire on a bus filled with passengers. We're going to take you out to Cairo, Egypt for the latest.